everyone. I, together with my groupmates, are the last reporter who will be tackling about assessing learning in social studies. So before I start discussing our topic, so let me read our objectives first. So in this lesson, the students should be able to 1. Internalize the relevance of assessment in the teaching and learning process. 2. Differentiate formative and summative assessment. 3. Identify the attribute of 21st century assessment. Number 4. Plan for assessment strategies using the concepts presented in this lesson. Introduction. Generally, most people associate assessment with testing, which basically is just a part of the entire assessment system. In a nutshell, assessment is a process or a tool for decision making and can be applied to both individual or group and is generated through product or performance. So, ang assessment, diri nimo mahibaw-an if ang bata napay nasabtan sa imong klase. Like for example, magkanda kag exam kanang before sa klase. So, in that way, makita nimo ang strength or weaknesses sa bata or asa pa kadapit unsa mga teaching strategies nga imong gamiton para mas kanang bitong improve or kanang ma-develop pa ang bata ana nga specific task nga imong gipabuhat. So, ang assessment manggod kanang makatabang ni siya ug dako sa students kay diri nimo mahibaw-an if kanang unsa bitay kanang dapat pa nga makatunan sa bata or unsa pay mga kanang mga unsay level na nga bata unsa na nga level ang bata o kanang sa in way nga makatun pa siya or unsay dapat pa niyang makatunan. So ang assessment mga data bitaw na siya nga pwedeng mag-gather nimo through ana nga assessment nga imo ipabuhat sa ilaha. So kanang pwede kanang it can be also so makita ni siya nimo in kanang or sa product or mga performances sa bata like for example nagkanda kag exam kanang mga natchika na bitaw nimo nga mga activities nga gibuhat sa bata. So in that way makita nimo nga kanang ay kaning bataa kay kanang kuwang pa ni siya og kanang kuan awa jud ni siya naminaw sa klase kay gamay kay siyang score or kaning bataa dako ni siya score kay naminaw jud ni siya sa kanang klase. So kanang in that way nakagather na kag mga data nga ay kani diing bata need pa din siya development or need pa bitaw ni siya kanang mga or need pa ni siyang mas kanang tutukan og pamaayo ba para mas makat-on jud siya. Assessment is a process of gathering information to come up with decision on intervention and instruction with young children. So this process is effective when it is multidisciplinary and is anchored in the learner's everyday task. So this assessment is seen appropriate if it encompasses all developmental areas of learning, namely cognitive or mental, affective or socio-emotional, and psychomotor or physical. So ang assessment, it is a process of getting information nga numan makita man nimo ang mga kanang bitong for example nagkanda kag exam makita nimo sa bata if kanang sa imo bitong mga nachikan na mga activities. So dito nimo makita if ang bata need pa niya improvement pinagi ana nga score nga like for example gamay ra siya. So kana nga bata if gamay ra gani ang score so need pa niya nimo siya need pa na siya improvement or development sa ana nga task. Or kanang bata is kanang dako siyang score so it means lagi na siya kanang bitang mas lamang jud na siya sa kanang katong bata nga gamay score kay kanang ang assessment bang din ani mo makita if napay nakatunan ang bata or wala ba sa imong kanang task nga imong kanang gipabuhat sa ilaha. So kanang diri nimo makita if ang assessment kana bitaw siyang successful siya if nasud na ang katod ditong ang cognitive, ang ang affective and ang psychomotor. Kay ang kani manggod siya ang tulo kay kanang diri nimo like makita nimo diri ang kani siyang tulo kay kanang makita nimo if diri it will serve as your guide para kanang nahibaw-an nimo if na-attain ba sa bata ang dapat niya nga ma-learn ana nga specific task nga imong gipabuhat. So, moreover, DepEd defined assessment as a process that is used by teachers to monitor the progress of learners in relation to the learning standards and in development of 21st century skills. So, gidefine ang assessment sa DepEd as the process nga gigamit sa teachers para ma-monitor ang progress sa learners. So, as what I've said, isa katong if maganda kag exam, dito nimo makita if na may progress ang learners kung dako siya score nga makuha ato nga specific task or specific exam nga imong gipabuhat sa ilaha. So dito nimo makita if na-meet ba sa bata or na-meet ba nimo ang learning standards sa bata, if na perfect ba or nakakapagdako nga score ang bata sa pagkandak ana nimo nga assessment. So di ba na monitor, so dito kay kanang in that way na monitor na nimo ang kanang learning sa bata, kay nakita naman nimo if kanang bata gamay na siya score, so need pa na siya improvement. Ang kanang nga bata is dako na siya score, so it means dako na siya kanang level of learning, so mas angat na siya. Ug katong bata nga kanang gamay yung score, so you need to find a way nga kanang mas makaapas siya sa atong mga bata nga dagkog score. So pwede ka mahita kag mga teaching strategies para mas mo-improve ang bata and mas makakaton siya or makaapas siya atong mga bata nga kanang nakakuha og kanang dako nga score sa kanang exam. So you as a teacher, you need to find some strategies or ways nga kanang bata ang gamay og score is in kanang next na nimo assessment is makaibaw na gid siya or mangita pa kag mga learning mga teaching or styles nga kana bitong ang bata dili lang siya ma-behind, kundi mas mo-improve pa siya sa sunod. So mangita kag kanang daghan mga ways nga dili lang usa makakaton kung di ang tanan, especially kanang imong gituduan mga kindergarten. So dili sila usa ka students nga di siya kabaw kanang dili siya makakaton dayon ana nga kanang kuan kanang nga styles or strategies nga imong kanang gi-implement. So ikaw jud ang kanang mangitag way para ang bata dili siya ma-behind sa klase. So mangita kag mga ways nga mas kana silang tanan mas mo-improve.
Okay, so assessment in social studies. The National Council for the Social Studies or NCSS is one of the leading advocates of social studies education. So kaning NCSS kay usa ni siya ka organization nga murag naghandle siya sa social studies education. Usa na ani og unsaon man pag-assess ang social studies, and also based on my research kay mo pud siya ang nagkanang kuan og standards para sa social studies. Okay, so they argued that social studies assessment methods should always be aligned with the goals of social studies, encompassing objectives, and have more authentic tasks. So kani siya na organization ang NCSS kay mark ilang gi-propose ba na dapat align ang goals sa social studies. Of course, we all know unsa ang goals sa social studies, di ba? It is to achieve civic competence. And also, with that, so with social studies, kay matutusad ang isa ka mamamayan or kita na mahimong responsible citizen sa isa ka society. Okay, so, and also na ang objectives is dapat ma-align. Like, ma-align sila dito sa goal na mao to atong goal, so dapat ang ato objectives kay ma-align. And also, have more authentic tasks. So, we all know what is authentic task na dapat hands-on, ma-apply jud nato, and also relevant sad siya sa ato ang future life. Ma-apply nato in the future. Okay, so the NCSS in 1994 recommended the following guidelines for assessment. So, mo nilang gi-recommend na guidelines para sa pag-assess sa social studies. First, we have the assessment tools should be grounded on the goals of the curriculum, be a mechanism for improved curriculum and instruction, evaluate content and process, be applicable for diagnostic, prescriptive, and instructional purposes, and possess fairness to all learners. So, mo to siya ang first guideline. Second is assessing students' achievement should be especially used to improve instruction, involve a variety of approaches and tools to measure knowledge, skills, and attitudes, be in line with the curricular objectives and the classroom experiences, and be cumulative and sequential. Muna siya ang second guideline niya. Third guideline is national and local agencies should support the capacitation of teachers in developing, selecting, and implementing assessment tools, involve educators and other social studies specialists in crafting objectives, planning for instruction and assessment, and designing assessment instruments and evaluate enduring effects of social studies education. So, as you can observe no sa ilahang guideline kay ang ilahang yung goal is matarong og implement ang pag-assess sa social studies education para jud nga ma-learn jud sa bata or sa unsa may kinsa may gitudloan nga ma-acquire og unsa man ang goal sa social studies education. And also na mention sa di ba na sa teachers kay nader sa third guideline na sa teachers kay dapat sad magtinabangay sila nga makahimo og kanang appropriate na objectives og ma-align siya sa goal. Okay, so on the flip side, Korfman 1991 identified common criticisms on social studies assessment in the past. So si Korfman kay na siya mga na kritisismo about sa social studies sa pag-assess niya sa past. So first, ani kay the social studies test has failed to measure student understanding, application, appreciation, and most importantly, critical thinking. So, ang first na iyahang criticism nga nakuan sa past na pag-assess sa social studies kay kana laging dili ma-measure ang understanding sa bata about social studies. Tapos ang application sad is siguro kulang. Tapos ang bata kay walay ang kanang learners kay walay appreciation sa subject na social studies. And most importantly kay dili kay magamit ang critical thinking. Muna ang kanang first na criticisms na nakuha ni Korfman about sa pag-assess sa social studies in the past. So, various scholars had also concluded that multiple choice tests in social studies were merely focusing on the lower level knowledge. Muna gisulti ni Koretz, 1988. So, as we all know baya na ang multiple choice test kay lower level knowledge ra jud ang ma-assess. Kay first of all, ang atong magamit ana is remembering, recalling, mora ba gina like atong hinumdumon og unsa ang answer. Tapos mo pili ta unsay answer na A, B, C, D ana. Diba? So, dili jud nato magamit kay atong critical thinking. So, depende kay napo ba multiple choice test nga situational, so magamit nato tong critical thinking inana ang nakuan. Okay, so second the criticism, the open-ended type of tests such as essays were also questioned due to the time constraints both in instruction and examination. So sa essay baya sad kay dili ba ginato tiyak na kana iyang answer kay di ba na learn jud niya ana kay sometimes baya kay ug unsa lay nasud sa atong utok unsay atong idea kay atong isuwat but wala jud na nato na apply sa atong kaugalingon nga na ba na sometimes. So the third on the issue were that the center of the effects of the testing and achievement and the validity of test scores as determinants of the accomplishment. So, as we all know, dili ba yagid nato masaligan ang mga test scores or unsa man mga gipasa sa students na mo jud na siya na-learn jud na sa students sa ihang kaugalingon, na-apply niya sa kaugalingon or na ba siya nakuha ana diha kay nabe sometimes na mupas lang ta ana na project, ana na output or mga test scores nato for compliance para matapos lang jud na unsa na ato ang gitahak. Dili baya kay kana kay na learn jud sa bata ingon na. So mo siguro ni nga na kuan siya, appeal siya sa third issue sa criticism sa social studies. Especially ang social studies ba na subject is complicated na siya and also wide sa para lang jud na nga kanang ma-improve unta jud ang bata or ang learner na mahimo jud siya nga responsible citizen sa society. Nga siya is civic competence, makablend siya in public domain unsa may mga kaning mga buhaton sa public, pag-vote, pagkanang participate sa mga programs sa community, di ba? So, social studies assessment should therefore create a feedback mechanism that reflects potential implications for the improvement of the curriculum and instruction. So, ang social studies assessment yun kuno kay dapat kuno mag-create og feedback. But as we all know ba na ang tanan jud unta ang assessment kay nagid tay siya feedback para sad na ma-improve nato atong mausab ug unsa man ang sayop, mapun-an ug asa man ang kulang para nga sure jud na maka-learn ang learners or ang atong gitudloan. So di ginato kalimtan ang feedback kay kana ba yung feedback pero dili sad nato i-sound as mean kundi kanang nagtudlo lang jud ka, no? Kay so soon mga mahimo man gyud ta mga teachers kay dili sad nato nga sakiton kistanan ang feedback ba sa learners kay aron pod na kanang dili siya ma-down kundi ma-motivate siya, no? Okay, so however, this could only happen if all the elements, content, instructional methodologies, strategies, and assessment techniques are aligned with its goals.
Characteristic of 21st century assessment. First, responsive. Visible assessment work generate data that inform the curriculum. So ako nasabdan sa responsive, and 21st century teachers should use varied teaching strategies in order to ensure a well-developed learning among students. In an instant, using strategies that are beyond the norm, just like simulation games, in order to have an engagement learning with the. Second is flexible. Curriculum design, lesson, and assessment require flexibility and resilience. Akong nasabdan sa flexible as a future teacher, include naman dyan is atua ang linyang ang pagtudlo. And also ang curriculum design, lesson, assessment. So para makuha na to ang best result, dapat flexible ta sa atong mga buhaton sulod sa script. Third one, integrated. Assessment must always reflective of the learner's day-to-day life experience. So kaning ikatulong karakteristik, based sa akong nasabtan, dili haka-haka nga panghitabo, kung dili tinud-anay nga nahitabo sa kinabuhi sa imong estudyante or sa atong estudyante, adlaw-adlaw para ma-reflect pod sa ilaha ang real life situation. The fourth one, informative. The desired 21st century assessment must be clearly stated and explicitly taught where students are free to display their knowledge and skills. Akong nasabtan, teachers should promote that will help the students improve and hone their experience in life that will be also aspire them to develop one multiple method. In the 21st centuries, an assessment continuum that includes an array of differentiated strategies in the norm. Base sa akong nasabtan, dili lang kay usara ka strategies atong fokusan, dapat mag-andam ta or magunahon na ta og. The sixth one is communicated. The communicated of assessment data must be transparent and readily available for all stakeholders. Sa akong nasabtan, dapat andam ta mo atubang or maki-communicate sa tanang stakeholder. The seventh one, technically sounds. Accommodation and adjustment in assessment must always be readily to meet the students' needs and upholds. If magpa-assessment ta, dapat andam ta mo atubang or if mo meet ta og usa ka student, dapat mo atubang ta og maayo kung unsa kinahanglan, ug usa pod dapat mo treat nila og fairness, dili kay favor. The last one is systematic. The 21st century assessment system is a microsome of entire system of comprehensive and well aligned that is inclusive and balanced. Based akong nasabtan, teachers should use strategies that will promote inclusion amongst learners and to have a balanced implementation of strategies that will help students in fostering their learning.
Let us find out what is formative assessment. So, formative assessment includes both formal and informal processes that teacher and students use to gather data for the purpose of identifying the next steps in learning. So, ang kanina formative assessment is that gamiton gali ni siya sa teacher in order to identify if unsa pa man ang mga pwede nga strategies nga iyahang magamit sa iyahang mga students para mas makakaton sila og tarong. It also refers to the kind of assessment that provides feedback about the performance of learners to accelerate and improve learning. So, kani siya kay mag-provide jud og kanang feedback ang teacher in order nga maka-realize pud ang students kung asa sila dapit nga mas mo-improve pa dapat. So, formative assessment is also the use of gathered information to adjust teaching and learning to maximize development of the learners. In a nutshell, what makes formative assessment formative is the immediate usage of information to adjust teaching for maximum learning. So usually, formative assessment answer the questions like, what is not understood in the lesson? So panalitan, teacher ka, dahil nagkanda kag test after ka nag-discuss sa imong topic, then imong nahibawan adto nga ang mga score gani sa imong mga student is that wala siya kaabot sa imong target percentage nga kung sa dapat ang score nga makuha nila. So dito makauna na ka nga dapat mag-change na sad ka og way sa pagtudlo. Also number 2, what adjustment should I make in the instruction? So kung nakahibaw na ka nga dili to effective ang una nimo nga instruction, so dapat maghuna-una na pug ka og other strategies in order nga mas active gani ang engagement sa inyong classroom. Dayon sa number 3, what are the strengths and weaknesses of each learner? So dapat as a teacher maka-identify gid ka og asa man gid dapat asam gid mo excel dapit ang mga estudyante para sad mag-guidean gid nimo sila nga maka-learn gid sila sa pamaagi nga gusto nimo nga ilahang ma-attain. Number 4, what misconceptions do you need to address? So unsa may mga maling pakulugan nga na learn sa imong mga students, so dapat i-correct na nimo kay para pod nga ang ilahang pag-learn gani is that dili gani ilibog and then naray smooth na transition. So lastly, question, are the students ready for feedback? So dapat imuhas ang banabanawon if ang imong mga student is that willing or kanang ready na ba sila nga mo-accept og feedback nimo. So if so, what feedback should I give? So kung ready na mag-give feedback, unsa man nga feedback ang imong ihatag? So in the classroom, we assess our learners formally through quizzes, projects, and performances. So whatever instrument is used, one thing is apparent. It must be of high quality so that it could yield accurate and exact information about the achievement of learners. So ang imong mga gamiton is that accurate ug sakto nga angay na nimo buhaton sa imong mga gamiton sa imong mga learners para sa makibaw ka if reliable ba ang test na imong gigamit. So we assess informally using questions, dialogues, observations, and anecdotal records. So every means possible nga pwede kang makagather og information regards to your students' learning kay dapat gamiton ganan nimo para maka-provide kanila og exact data. So information yielded through this must be carefully analyzed to come up with exact data. In the recent years, there have been arguments whether formative assessment is a process or an instrument. So perhaps we could all agree that a well-designed tool, question, or any other activity is vital to students' learning. So makakuanta nga kanang sa formative assessment is that daghan gid tayo tag magamit and then daghan gid ang teacher nga need niyang improvise, and then yet without a compelling grasp of the assessment process and its result, no formative assessment will ever happen. So if gani dili ka maka-yield og results nga imong mga expected results, kay dili ta kaingon nga successful ang imong kuan nga formative assessment. So as a teacher, dapat careful ka and then you are willing to adapt a change kasi sa ako anang giingon ang mga students is that need nila gani og gani mga different strategies para dili sila ma-bored, and then ang purpose jud aning formative assessment is that maka-provide ka og ganing learning or assessment nga kibalo ka nga kuan siya ay beneficial siya para sa imuhang mga students. So kanang dapat nga ang imuhang i-provide kay mga attainable lang, kaya ra sad nila, imuhang i-adjust ang imuhang the way pag-deliver sa mga assessment in a way nga makaingon ka nga na-achieve gid nimo ang imuhang objectives, and then maka-conclude pud ka nga imuhang mga students is that naagit sila ilahang nga learning nga nahitabo during sa pag-deliver nimo ana nga attend. So that's all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Dina Ivilia Moran and I am tasked to tackle about the collaborative formative assessment. Now that you have already been introduced to what formative assessment is, it is now clear for us that formative assessment is not a form of a test, but it is a mechanism used by the teachers to ensure that the learning is visible in his or her students. There are various techniques on how to engage our learners in formative assessment, and one of them is collaboration. In this type of formative assessment, it is also a way of evaluating of the students while they are interacting with one another. They tend to have a collaboration between themselves and their classmates. It is a technique in formative assessment that enhances the students' level of acquisition through an interactive process. Since the learners are in groups, they are encouraged to share and elicit ideas from one another. Apart from the fact that their tasks become easier, it also builds up collective responsibility among them, which enables them to share the success and downfall of their efforts. Collaborative formative assessment can be seen in the following examples: group discussion or brainstorming, games, role plays, and many others. A lot of you here know what is summative assessment. So summative assessment, it is used by the teachers at the end of the semester or the unit to evaluate the knowledge of his or her students. So what is truly the summative assessment? Traditionally, summative assessment are done at the end of every lesson or unit using a paper and pencil test to identify students' achievement. In recent years, the definition of summative assessment has been transformed or evolved. It can be classified as any instrument or task whose results are used to determine the extent of learning of the students. Unlike formative assessment, results in summative assessments are generally used in evaluation function rather than reshaping learning. Hence, summative assessment is deemed as a form of assessment that makes judgment to provide the evidence of students' achievement at the end of the semester or the unit. So there are three components of summative assessment. The first component is the written work. The purpose of written work is to assist learners' understanding of concepts and application of skills in written form. It also prepares learners for quarterly assessment. So, kano sa manimhatag ang written work? So, mahatag ni siya at the end of the unit or at the end of the topic. So, example ani is kanang mga quizzes na to. The second component is a performance task. The purpose of performance task is to involve students in the learning process individually or in collaboration with teammates over a period of time. It also gives the students opportunities to demonstrate and integrate their knowledge, understanding, and skills about topics or lesson learned in a specific real situation by performing, executing, and producing evidences of their learning. It also gives students the freedom to express their learning in appropriate and diverse ways. Lastly, it also encourages student inquiry, integration of knowledge, understanding, and skills in various contexts beyond the assessment period. So, kano sa manimahatag ang performance task at the end of the lesson, focusing on the topic or skills lesson. The third component of summative assessment is the quarterly assessment. The purpose of quarterly assessment is to synthesize all the learning skills, concepts, and values learned in an entire quarter. So, kano sa mani ihatag sa mga maestra or pag-evaluate sa mga maestra. So, ang kaning quarterly assessment is mahatag na siya at the end of the quarter. So, example ani is our final exam, midterm exam, and such.
Okay, so what is assess in the classroom? So as a teacher, it is our sole responsibility to plan and execute effective assessment strategies. So as a teacher, you know kay kanang rule gina sa usa ka teacher nga kanang ma-plan og effective itong assessment in order for us nga kanang meaningful ang learning sa usa ka bata. So makita pud ba na nga kanang effective ka nga teacher if effective pud ang pag-assess nimo sa imong students. So especially
Hello everyone, I am Leslie Ann Arnopia, and now I'm going to discuss my part, which is the how to plan for assessment. So, good assessment strategies start with the learners in mind. Good teachers will keep the following questions in mind when planning for assessment. Moreover, teachers must always carry with them the principle that assessments must be aligned with what the curriculum requires. So, a good assessment is mas start yun na siya sa kanang mind sa mga learners. Kaya as a teacher, you have to evaluate the students' knowledge and of course, mag-base yun na siya sa objectives nga imong ganahan ma-achieve at the end of the lesson. And also, a teacher must always carry with them the principles of assessments based sa gi-provide nga curriculum. And then next is number 1, what is to be assessed? So assessment instruments should always be valid by clearly defining the statements of what is expected among students, particularly in their knowledge, skills. In order to craft appropriate assessment methods, teachers must be very specific about what they want to assess. So, in planning an assessment is dapat na valid siya, attainable siya sa imuhang mga students para ma-achieve nimo ang goal nga ganahan nimo or ang imong giplano na assessment. And of course, na dapat reliable pud siya and specific para dali sad masabtan sa imong mga students. And number 2 is what is the purpose of the assessment? So the manner of assessment depends on its purpose. Hence, teachers must always be aware of the reasons for such assessments, formative if they want to gather data to improve instruction, and summative if they want to collect information for evaluation. So, of course, to assess if there's an improvement and progress sa imuhang mga students, either your assessment will be in a formative form or assessment form. So, number 3, what assessment tools will be best provide the information we need? So, assessment instruments will always be dependent on what is to be assessed. So, for example, the KWL, what I know, what I want to know, and what I learned. So, dinhi, the best tool to use when planning an assessment is katong ningon ganiha nga KWL, what I know, what I want to know, and what I learned. So, ug unsa ang imuhang ganahan nga mahibaw-an, ganahan nga ma-achieve, ganahan nimo na makatunan. So, it is a type of formative assessment wherein nga anhin nimo ma-determine ang knowledge sa imong mga students and para if ma-evaluate nimo ug nabay nakatunan sila sa imuhang lesson. Then number 4, who will collect the data? Teacher, students, or outside judges? So, assessment itself has changed over the past few years. Teachers might as well get updated in the data gathering process too. A group of individuals might already be involved in data collection. So, ang assessment is not changed siya over the past years. It's either nga ang teacher or any individuals will get updated and of course collect the data collection. And for example, sa data themselves, so for example sa data, the students will be able to assess themselves through interacting with others. And with that, ma-aware sila if asa sila nagkuwang or asa pa nila need nga mag-improve. The number 5 is how often and when will the data be collected? So, to be an effective assessment planner, you must keep in mind that teachers need to assess all the time. It just depends on the objectives of a specific lesson and what knowledge or skills you want to learners to achieve. Basically, assessment ends when the favorable outcomes are achieved. So, in here, the data will be collected at the end of the lesson, of course. And if your goals or objectives are being achieved, ara na nimo siya ma-collect ang isa ka data. So, overall, ang assessment in social studies is very relevant kay makatabang siya para ma-understand pag-ayo sa mga students ang mga historical events, cultural perspectives, and societal dynamics. Also, makatabang po ang assessment sa isa ka teacher to determine the knowledge sa mga student or sa iyahang student. And lastly, assessment is a way of achieving the goals being planned sa isa ka teacher para ma-improve and ma-develop ang peer assessment even sa mga teacher or sa mga students. So that will be all. Thank you.